Thank you for tuning in to another episode of SIP Chats. I'm your host, Brian Hyrek, VoIP Expert here at VoIP Supply. And today we have a very special guest, Jessica Kelley of Jabra. How's it going, Jessica?
Good. How are you today, Brian?
Good. I'm doing awesome. Thanks. Jessica, can you tell us a bit about Jabra and a bit about your role with Jabra as well?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Jessica Kelley. I'm a channel account manager at Jabra, and I support VoIP Supply, so I appreciate them letting me come on and chat. Jabra is a world-leading brand in audio, video, and collaboration solutions, engineered to empower both consumers and businesses. Our portfolio includes many professional certified devices, and these devices enable users to have the best experience with their UC platforms.
Awesome. Jessica, I know Jabra is always evolving, no pun there, but and you have a lot of new headsets that you've came out with over the past couple of years. Are there any models that you would like to highlight or tell our listeners about?
Yes, absolutely. So our newest series of headsets is the Evolve 2 line. It has two wired devices, the Evolve 230 and the Evolve 240, and two wireless devices, the Evolve 265 and the Evolve 285. With the exception of the Evolve 230, which has 28 millimeter speakers, the others have 40 millimeter speakers, which really allow for powerful audio and music experience.
Awesome. And also, Jabra is more than just audio. VoIP Supply has seen a lot of success with the Panicast. And to my understanding is now Panicast isn't just one camera, it's a series of cameras. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes. So Panicast is the original device and still available today. It's actually what I'm using for this video call. We also have now the Panicast 50, which is it also has the 180-degree field of view that the original Panicast has, but it is a sound bar. So it's more designed for those meeting room spaces, whereas the original Panicast is more for flexible use. It can be used in a classroom, it can be used in a huddle space in an office, or you can use it as I am today with a personal camera. And then we also have our Panicast 20, which is our personal device. So that has a narrower view. It's a 90-degree field of view versus the 180, but it is extremely portable. So you can take it with you on the go. It comes with a carrying case. So as we continue to work in these hybrid work environments, folks can take it with them to the office, or they can use it in their home office as well. Some unique features of the Panicast 50, it has a virtual director mode, which basically means that it will follow the speaker who's in front of the camera. And then with the Panicast 20, it has a picture-in-picture mode where you can display an item for people to look at while they can still see you in the bottom right corner of the video.
That's awesome. And Jessica, you did mention that, of course, you're seeing more users working from home. Of course, we've experienced that quite a bit over the past, it's almost been 2 years now. We have customers that deploy hundreds of devices, and sometimes they're at multiple locations or at home. Does Jabra have anything that an end user can monitor all the devices that they have out in the field and maybe do firmware pushes to them?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, and something that we get a lot from not only the individual users, but the IT folks. So this is something for them. So for the individual users, we have Jabra Direct and Jabra. It's both are that I'm going to talk about, Jabra Direct and Jabra Express. They're both free downloads. So Jabra Direct is for the individual using the device, right? So I would put that on my PC. It would tell me when there were firmware updates. It will also tell me, both Brian and I are wearing our Engage 50 headset. It would tell us if our it would tell us if our microphone was out of place. So we'd get a pop-up that says either your microphone is in a bad position or it's in a good position. So it really does allow for to make sure that the conversation is clear to the person on the other end of the phone. And then we've got Jabra Express, which is for those IT professionals. So the IT professionals would use this. They can go in and manage the devices that are within their network. So they can see what devices people are using. It will pick up Jabra devices. It will also show competitive product, but it won't kind of give them the ability to do any sort of updates. But they can push out firmware updates. They can put packages together for the folks and push it out all at once. They can also control settings from there as well. So if they want certain settings locked down, they can do that as well.
That's really awesome. I could see how you make a lot of best friends with a lot of IT directors throughout the industry, for sure.
Absolutely. They want to be able to see kind of what devices are connected to their networks.
For sure. It's so important for firmware updates and such too, to have it all unison throughout your organization.
Absolutely.
Now, Jessica, thanks again for spending your time with us. Before we go, is there any other news or anything going on at Jabra that you'd like to tell our listeners about?
Yeah, so first I'll tell you about something new that happened this week as part of Zoomtopia 2021. And then I will kind of circle back to the Evolve 2 series. I do have some here, so I'll just kind of show them to you and point out some features. But just kind of circling back or talking about Zoomtopia. So Jabra is supporting Zoom with their efforts to do a Zoom certified headset program. So Jabra has many headsets that are certified for Zoom, and they're really designed to be plug and play, right? So be able to use them on those Zoom calls and intuitive, right? So the users don't really need to be technical. So look for more information on that as we kind of post more information, but as a highlight, we are in support of that program.
Awesome.
And talking about a few of those headsets that are Zoom certified, I do want to kind of just briefly show you some of the products. So for the Evolve 230, which is the wired headset, it comes in this cute little felt pouch here. It's a super lightweight headset. So as you can see here, this is the wired version, but this headset MSRP is $99. So, you know, it's a really inexpensive but great headset. Again, lightweight. It has cushions for your head, and it also is a Teams certified device as well. And then we've got some wireless options. So I'm going to just show you the Evolve 265 wireless option. This one came in beige. That has been discontinued, but the black is still available. So you'll see this here. It does also have a charging stand. And you get about 37 hours of battery life with the Evolve 265 and the Evolve 285. Some other cool features, it's got a 360-degree busy light. It also has, for the Evolve 285, it has active noise cancellation. And all of these microphones are designed to cancel out the noise that might be around you. So if you're working from home like myself, you can't hear my child screaming or maybe a dog barking or the UPS delivering to your door. So those are just a few of those headsets that I mentioned earlier that I just wanted to quickly show you.
It's awesome, Jessica, and thanks for making everyone aware of that. As Jabra has definitely been the industry leader with VoIP supply as far as headsets go and requests go. So it's awesome to see that you're forever evolving and offering new products as our work landscape continues to develop. For those of you who watched today, please feel free to reach out to myself directly. I can get you in touch with Jessica as well. If you do have additional questions, we can always find something to meet your needs for your landscape and environment. We'd love to speak to you. So thanks again for tuning in to another episode of SIP Chats. If you did like what you've seen today, please click the link below, like, subscribe. We really appreciate it and hope to keep these going. Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you guys are super crazy over there at Jabra.
Well, thanks for having me, and I look forward to doing more of these with you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Take care, everyone.